In this video shared through the social media handle of the Chief of the Defense Forces, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, armed uniformed personnel are seen disembarking from an aircraft into their waiting trucks. Although details of the exact airfield are not provided, General Muhoozi stated in a social media post that the UPDF commandos arrived in Juba to support the South Sudan People's Defense Forces who are embroiled in security crisis. His statement was backed up by the recently promoted UPDF Director of Defense Public Information, Major General Felix Kulyigye, in a telephone interview.
Yeah, you can confirm we have deployed in South Sudan.
Is this with the permission of the government in South Sudan, and what are our troops exactly there to do?
If it wasn't with the cooperation of South Sudan, it would be referred to as an invasion. Our deployment in South Sudan is at the request of the government of South Sudan, and we have deployed there to support the government.
On receiving the news, a section of opposition MPs have tasked the government to furnish the August House with information about the deployment of the forces in South Sudan.
Because this matter is also a security matter. Deployment of a national army cannot be casually done. That's why in the Constitution, it must be done with the full authority of Parliament. And even if it is deployed for 1 hour.
Honorable Semuju is saying, you see, as a journalist, he could access information that me as a lawyer may not be able to access. Because me as a lawyer, information has to be very formal. I don't rely on social media. That's the difference between the two professional bodies.
Article 220 of the Constitution empowers Parliament to, among others, regulate the deployment of UPDF troops outside the country. However, the government has previously notified Parliament after it deployed the troops, as was the case with the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the UPDF launched an offensive against the Allied Democratic Forces in 2021.
It even goes to say that if Parliament were in recess, Parliament would be recalled and constituted for that purpose. So since it's an urgent matter, and the government seems to be in control, unless they are saying they are not in control of this particular CDF, that he can actually deploy without the knowledge of government. The minister can verify this information and bring it here.
Defense Minister Jacob Oboth committed to furnish the August House with a statement.
The deployment, unless could have happened when I'm here. So I will have to verify and inform the House.
Yeah, sure.
I think that would be comforting my good friend from Kiir municipality.
Thank you.
In 2013, Uganda first deployed the elite forces to protect the Juba government after war erupted following a disagreement between Kiir and the now first deputy president, Riek Machar. Hundreds of thousands were killed and displaced by the war. Calm was restored in 2018 after the signing of the peace accord that now seems to be on the verge of being broken following the firing and arrest of Machar's associates. Machar's residence has since been under military surveillance. A report by Human Rights Watch states that the tension was sparked by fighting in Nasir County in Upper Nile between the government forces and armed youth militia. Jackson Onyango, NTV.